Hey guys. No longer 32 today. Coming out of yesterday. I'm officially 33 years old after my birthday, guys. From yesterday. Which was exactly the 24th. You guys think about it. But yeah, guys, welcome to episode number 35 this week for Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles today. Not sure if my vocal cords have changed for you guys or not. Um, yeah, guys, welcome to the 35th episode of Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles today. This is your king and your luckiest man. Today's date, it is... I'm going to get my eyes not really checked or anything. Today, guys, it is June 25th, 2026. Oh, yes, it is. Now, I know most of you guys have heard enough news about the prices between GTA 6 and also other stuff to carry here today too. So, good morning, Village King. Mega love shout out to you, my good friend. And of course, yesterday was my 33rd birthday, so I thought my 33rd birthday was good. That's all I can really, specify and also multiply on it.
Ever ready.
So what I actually did for my 33rd birthday yesterday to last night, I spent the first half with my family, and then the other half, fellas, as king and luckiest man, I spent the rest of it with my true love and pretty much bail for 17. So most of that was good enough, most of that was good, and whatnot, so, just to really keep everything intact and also not to have targets behind people's backs or anything. But yeah, I actually got a little bit spoiled yesterday in the morning. Actually, no. Not exactly specifically in the morning, but actually during when I came back after a few locations, fellas. Now to be open and honest, everything else was exactly a little more soothing, pretty much magnificent. Good. Keeping something that would always catch in the act and whatnot, so I'm a little bit tired today, but can't carry on a lot. So, it is good to be back after another, a singless week without having a chat with you guys. You know what they say, guys, you can separate the men from the boys. Good morning, La Loves Vanilla, Mega Love shout out. La Loves, how are you? How are you? Yeah, guys, my 33rd birthday was good. I've got a few things yesterday between my family and then I was hoping to get the rest from my 211 barrel yesterday, but 9 times out of 10, not much to really extinguish or transform.
That's nice.
I'm a little bit tired, Lollips. I've just been, I actually went to bed, as a different time than I usually pass out on. Not exactly from laying down on or anything, but that's pretty much just there. I'm gonna get to Supergirl in just a minute. But one thing I will say, guys, about my 33rd birthday, it actually does feel good all of a sudden. That's all I can specify, and also, having adult privilege on it, but never exactly causing any pressure points, though.
You should rest.
Well, I always get enough rest, Lollips. I always do. But I did reach out to, what do you call it, Lollips Karen about hosting my channel. But you guys understand, I've been on some social media for a while, so that takes a lot. We cannot separate anything else beyond that. Nobody can, and nobody can, favor what you do, or just waiting for a moment in time. Just whatever works out. But I'm doing alright. That's all I can tell you. But other than that, guys, I got a little bit of cash when I came back here at the house yesterday. but everything else was good. That's all I can specify and also notify.
Onward.
And then I also got a toy birthday cupcake, maybe like a toy birthday cake yesterday. And
Take this.
I mean, if it was gonna be a real cupcake off the bat, I would have ate the entire thing. um, I mean, there's enough to really alarm. There's enough to
Only
really
so sweet.
see how much you can really get spoiled on your birthdays, and also, but not just that, ladies and gentlemen, but also having something from an anniversary, maybe some sort of other thing to, for anyone, for everybody here and anyone here. That's all we can do. I mean, you cannot be too certain. Hold on. But other than that, guys, it was a good 33rd birthday yesterday. That's all I can tell you. I said I'm going to get out of this battle today. So, but furthermore, it was good. So I was at the coffee shop yesterday, and then came back here at the house for a while. Then I spent time with my two girls for one of my 4 priorities with you guys in the chat as well for 17 between the two of them today. And, I pretty much did just that. That's the only thing. Now, next year, guys, I'll be 34. But I also know, one of them's, Donaline's gonna be 34 at the same month, at the same year as well. So, you can't separate anything better than that. It's like every time you upgrade an age, anytime you manage to really see how old you are.
Wherever I'm needed.
As long as you know
you can trust me. I'm ready.
how much you really change. Depending how much you really get from that. If you have good looks, if you have good body English, have have everything going, whatever it is, You always want to be the same person at the same point, and also having the same type, That's all you can do.
I gotta need to go for a bit. Just go to the store.
Oh, so Lollups, are you able to set out the stream for the KB team today? I know the others like Lollups, Karen, Zonaline, and the other ones are, I think they're probably sleeping. But are you able to set it out for me?
Come on.
If the KB team can set it out for me here today, that would be great. After my 33rd birthday yesterday. That way we can have enough to see how well we can, bring. And also, not hold off. I'm going to get through social media first, guys. Then we'll talk a little bit about Supergirl here today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Hold on. We don't have live for the team today. Oh, okay. Are you, can you set it out for me? I mean, if Lollups, Karen, and also Donaline are possibly tired, are you able to sell it out in the chat for me? If you're able to. But other than that, guys, before we not change course, as long as we get enough good sleep, and also being in God's sense of humor, we're pretty much getting enough energy in our bodies the same way at the same time. As long as people don't drink on birthdays, you guys are good to go. That's all we can do. But alright, guys, speaking of other stuff, as I mentioned, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, phenomenal, exciting, wonderful celebration that I've had during my 33rd birthday yesterday. Can't believe I'm going to be 34 already next year.
Here I go.
We cannot change the, elements. We cannot change anything from the wire. As long as people exactly at their own age. And then that's exactly what matters. That's all we can relate to. You cannot have anything, go back and forth. That's all there is. I guess we are the strongest. I repeat, fellas, we are the strongest, beautiful, amazing, encouraging, loving, caring, supportive, certified amazing, strongest power of our loving, supportive, creative community, along with the
My
KB
turn.
here, whatever works out. We also have our social media, and of course our podcast services all around the globe. I'm gonna try to change it up on
I'm
social
ready.
media today, since there's not much to do with anything on what do you call it, Twitter for the time being, or just to carry on. Oh, excuse me. I always get a good night's sleep as king, guys, and the luckiest man after. If I'm having a dream birthday cake, if I'm having something. But I did have a good dinner yesterday, too. But yeah, guys, we have our social media, our YouTube accounts, and also our Facebook accounts. I'm gonna take a break from using the Twitter name, slash Twitter X for now. But yeah, guys, we have our social media, our YouTube and Facebook accounts, and also, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, guys, not Twitter, but only YouTube and Facebook, and so much more. Now, I'm gonna get right to the point, guys. Here's the thing about Supergirl.
What
I
to
mean,
do?
there's been like two, what do you call it, guys? Two, unfortunately, the movie did not do as good as a lot of the fans actually thought it would do. It pretty much, exactly do something like how good Superman was this past year. Okay, and if you think about every single Marvel movie, you talk about every single fellas, DC movie, according to James Gunn. Now, if you look at both Supergirl and pretty much Superman, I felt that movie was this past year. You talk about how well Supergirl did this week. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn and say Supergirl should have been great. But let me tell you something. That movie did not do as good, and pretty much did not hit hard. So, to be open and honest with you guys, as King Guys and the Luckiest Man, and also 33 yesterday. Now, if we want to not have a lot of gossip, we don't want to trade secrets, we don't want to, have anything to balance. If I was reviewing it right
I must
now,
concentrate.
Supergirl would not exactly be as hot as it should be. And it wouldn't exactly follow any other direction, or follow any other thing, between, despite the fact if you look at every single story, you talk about every single moment that happened after expecting, here's the thing, guys, after expecting good things from Superman. You look at Justice League, guys, you have Justice League to think about, but hardly not a lot. And then you have, all three movies of Iron Man, a lot of us thought the movie Iron Man was good, all three of them. But the three of them never exactly sucked, all in one time. And they actually never did. They never did, trust me. And then if you look at a Pixar, and it's like if you do your own thing with any Marvel or DC hero, you always want to take the spotlight. You always want to be the leader. Not exactly the leader of whatever DC movie you're watching, or Marvel movie you're watching. For example, you have Supergirl just doing her own thing, and you guys remember who the actor is. The actor is Millie Alcock. And then you have also Jason Momoa as Lobo. So, one thing I will say is, there's been a rumor. If Jason Momoa wants to do a Lobo, you guys heard me right, fellas. It's King and the Luckiest Man. So from what I've heard, the question was nearly pointed out this week if we want to see a Lobo solo movie with Jason Momoa in it. Now, I don't want to say if it's going to happen with a lot of accuracy, a lot of story built into it. I mean, it may or may not happen in the future. Besides, we got some heavy hitter movies that are releasing next year. I mean, talk about the second part of
Here I
Batman.
go.
You also talk about, I mean, let's just think about other movies for the time being. You have, I mean, there's no other movies that's more authorized yet. All I know is, guys, the only way Supergirl in the box office would survive and also, be entertainable as such, is this needs $321 million. 321 just to really make that movie good enough. But if you look at Superman, Superman was good. Superman was good, in my opinion. But 211 for 9 watched it. That was good. But the only fear that's been missing on Supergirl is, I wouldn't call it great if I was reviewing it. But from what I've heard, Supergirl did not live much of the hype. And no, it did not. Because, I mean, there were some things that Supergirl would have done as a whole, as a movie, but I do know Gavin Quinlan is back, guys, as Superman, along with Crypto and whatnot. And then my future fiance for 9 was asking if her idol Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult, is in it. Now, Nicholas Hoult, no. But all these two movies, guys, well, Supergirl and Superman, you guys remember what those two movies are leaning towards. Both of them, guys, are exactly most likely leaning towards, I mean, all of that's leaning towards Man of Tomorrow of Superman next year. That's all there is to it. So, that's the most important thing if you want to combine the two movies, fellas. You want to see how much they can actually offer. And how much they can really, not drag, but also get enough money in the box office, and also see how much that movie does. I mean, I do believe that movie is going to do well. I mean, Man of Tomorrow is going to do good. I don't see them scraping anything in front of it or out with it. I really don't see that going that bad. I mean, going insane or crazy. But I do see them doing well with it. If they do, all bets are off, fellas. It's King and the luckiest man. Doesn't have enough to bring to the table, and yes, guys, have enough to, see how much they actually want to, put in. Not exactly with Ken aside or causing nonsense, but I do think Man of Tomorrow is going to do well, by next year. So if I was rating Supergirl right now, guys, it's my 211 for 9 are tackling it soon. It will be most likely this weekend, guys. It's coming Saturday. As you guys can see, Agnes takes 249 damage, man. Well, thank you for sucking the value, partner. And 382 for the Black Mates? That's got to be smoking a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. That's King and the luckiest man. That's all there is.
I'm ready.
No, I'm not saying Supergirl would have done better. I mean, I've always thought the movie itself would have done fine. But Superman has got enough in his pocket. He's got enough to really see and save everything up, He's got enough to see who's got the cast, who's got the story. And not only just that, fellas, also doing something with Lois Lane. Which we all know, I mean, here's the thing, guys. How many people remember who recently played as Lois Lane, along with Gene Hackman as Lex? I mean, a lot of people would say it was Gene Hackman, Christopher Reeve, and majority of actors. Especially, guys, the other actor that recently played as, I think, in 2 Superman movies back in the 1970s, was none other than Terrence Stamp at the time.
Wherever I'm needed.
So he actually plays as
I was
Zod
born
during
for
that
this.
during that timeline. So to be open and honest, he actually
Lead
did
the
play
way.
him. And then you have, I think you have 2 other trustworthy actors
Right.
that were,
As
in those movies, and along with Gene Hackman as Lex. It was way, way before David Quinlan
No turning back.
and Nicholas Hoult was born. I mean, before they actually did anything with any movies. Let's be honest, guys. Nicholas Hoult, he's got a comedy.
I must
He's got a comedy
concentrate.
movie that's going to be releasing in theaters sometime this year. So there's enough to keep a look at. You know, there's enough to really relate to, and also prepare. So we'll see how things work out. No, I would say, guys, since her and I, for 9, I'm talking about, guys, my two love and I. By the time we tackle it this coming Saturday, fellas, I would only say Supergirl would just be alright. Even though Superman actually did so well, and at least we did well last year, Supergirl cannot be the same. It really can't. As long as any other schedule is lackluster. Or they're doing whatever it's got to do, you know? I mean, a lot of people always want to be entertained, fellas. Between a Marvel movie, DC movie, comedy movie, romance com movie, whatever there is. It wants to make enough money, and it really does.
Ready or not?
And bye-bye to one of the undeads. Thank you so much. And
Onward.
have fun shopping at a good shopping store. We talk about a shopping spree, excuse me. But no worries, fellas. Everything's good. Everything's a possibility. Whatever they can get a roundabout. But I repeat, fellas, if I was watching Supergirl right now, I repeat, fellas, I would only say it's just alright. I wouldn't call it great. But the one that I was looking at on Facebook, apparently Dirty Radio thought the movie was good. But almost great, but I wouldn't entirely agree with that. I for one probably would not. I mean, I thought Superman was good this past year.
You don't have.
This my two love and I, guys, for 9 watched it. Cause we thought it was good. You talk about having a bit of extra fun, you know, and after everything else was, you know, good, and also everything that was not exactly being put aside, the movie itself was actually good all of a sudden. And that's how much that movie favored. You know, coming out of the box office, coming out of any movies that would do well, not exactly feel, you know, mistaken, not feeling how much that movie is going to do, depending how well it does. Let's keep something much more sharp and sharp, fellas. That's all there is. But yeah, I repeat, fellas. IGN actually rated it a 6 out of 10 this week, since Supergirl did not have a lot of stuff going any other direction, or pretty much any other, here's the thing, guys, any other, you know, possibilities that movie sort of had. I won't say, guys, if we're getting a sequel to Supergirl, no, we're not going to get any of that. All of this, guys, I repeat, is leading towards Man of Tomorrow and Superman next year. That's what we're getting. But here's the thing, guys, the second Superman with Man of Tomorrow, excuse me, with Man of Tomorrow, that'll be releasing sometime in the summer of next year, or possibly in the fall, so. I repeat, fellas, that movie should do well in the upcoming year. That's the way we keep everything selected. I do see that movie doing well. Now, if people want to watch a second Devil Wears Prada, that's all good. But you don't want to see how much that movie would really create, how much story and depth it actually takes from it.
You've still got work to do. Much obliged.
And how much romance and comedy you pretty much will look at and pretty much consume. And how much they can actually see what's going on and see how much everything is displayed. So we'll see what happens, fellas. I do see
I've had better days.
Supergirl, I repeat, fellas, Supergirl should have done better, in my opinion. If I was just
Practice
rating
makes
it
perfect.
already. But that depends.
Come
So
on.
yeah, we'll see how everything else goes. I did get heavily spoiled yesterday when I came back, so and that was good. And then everything. My 33rd birthday was good yesterday. You know, overall, as king, guys, and the luckiest man, and it really was. With 30, that's right, guys. 34 next year, when it's all said and done, and also creating another path, and also creating another, you know, chapter. So, no more 32 for this guy. But as far as anything else, now as far as GTA 6 goes, GTA 6, no, ever since midnight,
I'm sorry.
a lot of people in the United States were thinking about doing pre-orders for the game, for the PS5, Xbox Series. I don't sincerely see GTA 6 going to the Switch 2, so it's... I mean, here's the thing, guys. Switch 2 is not going to really afford it. It'll be doing its own gigabox hard drive, and also everything else that's in it. But here's the thing, fellas. If a lot of people in the United States wanna, you know, buy GTA 6, you're talking about half of 160. That's to pre-order the game right now and get the standard game. But if you guys want to charge a bit more, you're talking about paying an even 100 between what do you call it, guys? CAS8 for the game. So, I've wanted not buying GTA 6 this year since, there's a buttload of beef to really see how much that game's going to do. I still think that game's still winning this year, guys. This coming year's Game of the Year, so that game's still going to win it, and that game still got it. I'm telling you guys, that game's still going to win it all this year. Even though we're looking at games that are butting heads with GTA 6 right now, you have Resident Evil Requiem, and also other good selections. I do know not just Resident Evil Requiem, fellas, but the other games to keep in touch with and also look at. That's most likely surrounding it. You talk about trying to think what other games. So here's the thing, guys. No, if there's enough. Here's the thing, guys. If there's a buttload of
What is it?
Here's the thing, guys. If there's a buttload of balances for GTA 6, for a lot of you guys to get the game, buy the game, and do whatever you gotta do. You can say to yourself, guys, that game's going to be really good. I do see that game doing so well. But I do believe it'll have an easy honor, but not exactly a tough. Here's the thing, guys, not a tough schedule to, keep an eye on and also get to. So, I still think that game's winning it all this year, and I won't say not just that, but also if you look at what is the other one, fellas? Oh yeah, Resident Evil. I repeat, fellas. Resident Evil Requiem still do fine. That game's been really good too. It originally released back in trying to think for a minute. That game's been hyping, and it's been on the corner side for a while. So, but I repeat, fellas, you can't separate the men from the boys. You really can't. As long as you know what game delivers well and does so good on. So. Not for laying down on. So, that game is going to have a big opportunity. And have a good shot. Now, Resident Evil Requiem still do fine.
Good day to you, of course.
I'm not saying if it'll win this year.
You're interested then?
It could have a bit of a suck shot.
Who are you sending?
Oh, time will tell, fellas. That's all we can rely on and just be patient. Okay, guys, the other game I do want to bring up real quick is Marvel's Wolverine. Now, if we want to talk about Wolverine, that game will be set in stone on September 15th. So, just to really jump into the middle, that game still do well. That game still do well. I don't see any game being unpleasant. I don't see them having to lift the elevator around, going from each floor in a building like, what do you call it, guys, an office, going to a bank. That's the only thing right there. So, I mean, I don't want to say Wolverine will have a shot. Who would have the opportunity to bring Wolverine for the
I
win?
must concentrate.
I mean, Wolverine actually got showcased from the Summer Game Fest the last time, and there was officially a 7-minute trailer for the game, and some of them thought it was good, some of them thought it was fine, some of them thought it was, I want to say, guys, excellent. Just keep everything at ease, keep everything, locked down with gameplay, and now remember, guys, Gene Hackman does not voice him. And Marvel's Wolverine. Especially if we look at, here's the thing, guys. If you look at him and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, both of those gentlemen, guys, both of those actors are funny. And yes, they're funny. That's all I can tell you, beyond the other two. So, if everything goes at the right direction, Marvel's Wolverine should do good by the time we hit September 15th, fellas.
Onward.
But there's enough to carry, and there's enough to care about, so we'll see what happens. Alright, guys, we're gonna get to social media now. After celebrating my 33rd birthday, to end the night, and also to end the entire day yesterday, let's get right to it. Let's jump inside of it.
Excellent.
So, guys, as you guys see, Ramzo's level 59. Not sure if I want to jump into level 100. Way before the end of the year, where you cannot have anything, be a disturbance or equal. If you look at the same ones and also the same comparison, it's whatever works out. But alright, guys, let's get right to it today. As King and the Luckiest Man. So if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles here on Thursday mornings every week. And if you guys want me to play good games that you haven't seen on the schedule, or haven't seen your King guys and your Luckiest Man play, the best thing to do is to hit that like button, support button, and comment. Remember, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. Like, so comment, and follow. If you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys can put them in the chat. Type them in the chat so easily. In the live chat.
Come on.
And me, guys, your King and your Luckiest Man can answer them. Whatever you guys want to throw at me, if it's about work, if it's about the chat, if it's about What's Too Love or Barrel for 17, you guys can hit me with anything you've got. But don't be afraid to stand up, fellas. You guys know what to do. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. People have their own, pages out of a story, or pages out of a book, pages out of a comic book, or something. Whatever you guys want to jump into, people certainly avoid a lot, as long as it's not lackluster. Not having less to do, but you actually want more to do. That's all there is to it. But yeah, I repeat, fellas. You guys should hit that like button, support button, and comment. And if you do have any questions or concerns today, just to motivate, you guys can hit me up in the chat between Facebook. And yes, guys, Facebook, Twitter, or most likely YouTube, whatever you want to do. People shouldn't have to kid around. Most of us don't have to stand around and do jumping jacks or lay out a gymnasium or whatever. Or lay at a movie theater by taking a nap. You don't want to do a lot of that. That's all you can do. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment, and just take your time. You don't want to flush anything down the drain or down the toilet. You just want to be who you are and what you like to do together. Well, guys, speaking of social media, the most important thing, and also the most important rule here's the thing, guys, me turning 32 to 33 yesterday of my belated birthday, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's awesome and creative. And of course, guys, knowledge is power. We are now at 646 mods today. if I'm looking at the numbers that are, tightening up and also everything going, one number at a time, one YouTube account at a time, and doing something that makes us feel comfortable and happy. You know what they say, guys? Powerful, handsome, happy. Powerful,
Here I
handsome,
go.
happy. That's all there is. Now, my stuff's been good. I wouldn't call it a big explosion. I wouldn't call it anything banishing. I wouldn't call it that. But it was enough to really jump into conclusions, not confront anything top to bottom. That's why, guys, nothing from top to bottom. But you always can separate the men from the boys. You really can. You just do what you want to do. Be yourself, guys. You wanna see how much you can, practice and have a lot to train for. That's all there is. But yeah, we are at 660. Actually, guys, not 660. Excuse me, 646. If we look at the numbers today, everything else was a little bit sizzling from yesterday, and enough to really see how much we've been handling and also how good we're doing. It's all we can relate to. But yeah, everything else has been much more soothing. Everything else has been good. Nothing could really. I repeat, fellas, you can't separate the men from the boys. If you're looking to be up and down, we're looking to, see what it is you actually want to do. We're always here to get everybody else together. As long as we're not driving people crazy or going down to a social. I mean, not a social worker, guys, but going to a circus just to entertain. You don't want to poke your heads around. You don't want to make fun of any of them. That's all there is. Alright, guys, I repeat, we're at 646 months today. And after my 33rd birthday from yesterday, which was excellent. Excellent display and a good ending at the end of this past night. It was good. Also, guys, what we want to do is the way we meet in Greek, guys. We always want to know who we're talking to, what kind of YouTube channel you're using, what kind of stuff we're using. If you have a good headset, if you guys have a good earphones so people can hear you, if a lot of people can see what you're playing, what you're doing on the channel, if you guys want to host any games, that's enough to really, put aside. If you're looking to roll dice and the cards, have board games going your way, it's all good. But yeah, guys, we're at 646 on mods today on the channel. As I just mentioned already today. Well, we're good. We're all good. Also, guys, the way we socialize together, you can always add one other thing to detail. What does that mean, guys? The other one is anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people that are active, not exactly causing the stress or cause any other dimension or causing any type of humor, all we need to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter. I repeat, fellas, for now. I'll leave Twitter out of the equation just for today, but anytime we manage, fellas, that's right, guys, anytime we manage to find people and socialize when we get a shot, take our time, and see what we're looking at on the channel, all we need to do is follow Sarah on Twitter. I repeat, fellas, not Twitter for now, but only these two. Only Facebook and YouTube. All at one time. As far as how long I've been on YouTube, pretty soon, guys, I will be surpassing 10 years this coming July, guys, of next month on the 30th. So I'll be reaching the big 10. But not just that, to really follow it up. Not just that, but also securing, guys heard me right, securing 8 years on Twitter, X, and Facebook, but 2 of them together. And then following that up, fellas, once Love and I will hit 10 years of our future next year. But you guys heard me right, for next year's night to sign. To our future, and I've also been with her for 9 years. going into that double digit. So that's going to be romantic. It's going to
I must
be
concentrate.
having a strong audience, having a strong,
You're finished.
relation stuff going forward. Not only I have her for 9, I always have Belle for 17, as always. So that way, you guys out of my 4 priorities are staying right where we're at from now on. We always want to keep everything
Right.
as we see them. We always want to see how important you can be. Now, as a Christian fellas, that's why the Lord wants to see who we actually want to be, who we actually want to actually reach out. That's all there is. But if we take one step at a time, fellas, that's all we can really do. You don't wanna, have enough time to yourself all the time. You wanna see how much you can really carry, and also just balance. Keep everything in check. Keep everything what you're looking at. That's all there is. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of our social media for today. After 33 yesterday, I'm gonna jump into Steam in the next 4 to 5 minutes, and we'll see what we got going on. Morning, Lucy. Assalamu alaikum. How's it going today? No, assalamu alaikum, guys, it goes with the words. It goes one word by saying hello. So, but yeah, assalamu alaikum. Wallops. Lucy's Warren. How you doing?
It's going well.
That's all we can do. Keep everything else well. Keep everything good. Keep everything else tight, and also normal. So yeah, but yeah, I repeat, fellas. I don't believe I'm getting GTA 6 at the end of this year. That was a Saints landscape. That was us.
Come on.
How much more to motivate, and also having not to waste a lot of the balance you have between, cons or pretty much, CASH balance. So I for one am not going to get the game. I mean, the odds of that happening, fellas, is 25%. So, no. That game is not going to reach out for anything. But I will say, guys, GTA 6 does have a really good shot at this year's game of the year. It still does.
What's next?
It still has, fellas, in my opinion. We'll keep a lookout.
I must concentrate.
So what we're only doing today, guys, after number 33 today, after yesterday, excuse me, is we're only doing some grinding this morning since we took out we took on the one that had the letter C. We took out Quickling a couple weeks ago.
Not good.
But last week we rescued Orin. Evolving his time.
Not looking good.
That's right, guys. The time of
Just getting started.
of his abilities. Just remember, he only uses a book to really attack, so it's not like a sorceress or anything. Not compared to some of these characters. We are watching Supergirl this weekend. I do know my Musketeer for 9 is not picking for dinner, so I know it's the one that's 62, so I'm not gonna really, have this cause for comfort or I repeat, fellas, not separate the men from the boys.
Right.
As long as there's a band among boys, or if you look at the wolves or anything. I mean, that's another word to really say. So, and have enough spread. I'm gonna take out this goblin right here. So as you guys can see, Ramza, it's gonna be a little bit short of hitting level 60 today. So, but we have some good numbers now between each character. Masadio and Agrias are getting a little more grinded. Pretty much getting enough experience, enough to see how much they're actually putting together. So guys, I'm gonna go right here and, gunshot them. But everything else has been good yesterday. But today, guys, finally back to Steve, along with good people of management today. So the times today, guys, I'm at 2 to 7, also tomorrow, and then I'm off Saturday and Sunday. That's all we can think about. And then on the, and that's to really not switch gears today. We on the new schedule, all I'll have guys is Monday, which is exactly the usual all the time. The usual guys for every Monday on the new schedule is, as a matter of fact, they're still the same. So Monday guys, 9 to 2, and then no WoW this coming week. I'm going to be tackling an OSTA meeting at with Field 8s, and we're going to have a good conference and pretty much all that good stuff this coming week on the new schedule right now. So the only days I have set in stone is only Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So
Wherever I'm needed.
and then I get a question on Facebook. I thought I would bring this up really fast. Somebody was adding on Facebook that if I would have worked the 4th of July, I would still get holiday pay, but it's like if you're looking at a request you actually want to take off, if we were looking at Steve, GameStop, Walmart, or whatever, that schedule's final. You can't change anything. So I decided just to mute somebody on the Facebook Messenger and not exactly hear that person's side of the story. I'm like, let me do what I want to do, and then you can't force anything. That's all there is. Alright guys, speaking of forcing stuff today, after just turning 33 yesterday, on my birthday, let's get right to it. Let's get right to the cooking of the games that are on sale, and also pre-orders, and in-store purchases. So today guys, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store and buy something. If you guys are looking at pre-order games, buy sale games that are on sale today on the Steam store. I repeat, fellas, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store and buy something. If you guys are buying an old game, buying a special game, by pre-ordering or buying a sale, if you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can buy any games you want that are on sale. Well, even if you want to stick to a standard price, if you want to possibly get something more huge, you guys can buy any of those games. You guys can get 3 games of Rocket League and Fortnite. You guys can check out the new skins, if there's any availability to that. If there's anything you haven't crossed over before, if you guys haven't played before yet, so you guys can play those 2 free games today, Rocket League and Fortnite, and play them as much as you want with no extra cost. If you guys are into the sales group today on Steam, you guys can get discounts and events for Blasphemous 2. You guys can save 75% off if you want to buy that game traditionally. Or even if you want to buy the 2 Horizon games. Now let me tell you something guys, the 2 Horizon games, the first one that I almost thought about beating was Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, that game was really good.
I must concentrate.
I did not complete the rest of the game, but after 40 episodes, I just called it quits. I wouldn't say the game. Here's the thing, guys. The game is not exactly earth-shattering from top to bottom. I have always thought the very first Horizon game was really good. It was good, for the most part. But not only you guys can get that game as a franchise sale, you guys can also get the Horizon Forbidden West. Now, both of those games you guys cannot skip. Both of those games you guys can get a 2-in-1 deal today. So, you guys can check them out.
Thanks.
You guys can also get
Come on.
Felvetic, or Felvetic. You guys can also get Climber Animals together. You guys can also get Bellright, Besiege, Bang on Balls, The Wild West. You guys can get King's Bounty Ultimate Edition today on Steam. Let's head over to the Steam store, see what you like. See if there's a good variety of games you want to see and also buy. But if you're looking to pre-order and purchase, guys, I would have you look at the gameplay first before trying it.
Come on.
Depending if there's a long satisfaction, if there's enough you guys can wanna, jump into and pretty much join. If there's any co-op games that are on sale too, so. Let's see if there's any other games today. You guys can get Fellowship, Starfield. No, here's the thing about Starfield. Starfield was, was just decent as a whole, or pretty much an average part game when it recently released on Xbox back in the day. So I won't say that game is not exactly, above persuasive. That game I've heard was good, but not exactly that crazy or great though. I mean, if you look at something that is, decent, pretty much charming, any game would have a well-deserved shot. Any game that would be good. So you cannot have anything going, one platform out the other. But the way I see it, that game should have no worries. You shouldn't have any bugs after a game releases. You guys can also get Republic of Pirates. You guys can also get, you guys heard me right, the high def remaster of Final Fantasy X and X-2. I could pretty much say enough about that game from the ground up. Okay, so here's the thing. I will say that game was good too. I've only been 10. I did not cross. There hasn't been any big news of what the plans are for Final Fantasy X. I've heard 10.3, I've heard 10.4 in the future, but I doubt here's the thing, I doubt they have enough beef for Square Enix to work with.
I ain't leaving you
And what I mean by working with, guys, they've got Final Fantasy VII, Part 3 done with its title. Also, guys, the title for Dragon Quest 12 for next year as well. So, all I know is, guys, you can't switch to the next thing you want to do on Square Enix. Or Squeenix, if you will, so you cannot separate any of that. So, but if there's enough to really capitalize and do, there's enough to have enough beef around it, have enough to put breakfast on it. So, anything that it can reach out, that's all there is. You cannot have anything be pushed aside that Square Enix doesn't want to do.
The journey is
So yeah, I will say 10 and 10.2 is good. But I've only been the entire thing of 10. You guys can also get this game. One of the best Final Fantasy games of all time. I'm talking about Final Fantasy Tactics. Ivalice Chronicles. Now, if you guys haven't played the new update, you guys can check it out. I would assume the update's already installed this week. But I'm not going to really visit or question it.
I've had better days.
But I believe it did. If anything, it's manual, fellas, or automatic.
Just
all
getting
good.
started.
And also, guys, you're welcome to get the former game of the year. It Takes Two. You guys can pay only 70% off for that one. And you guys can get Dead by Daylight. There is a new chapter available if you want to get that game. But yeah, you guys can also get Uno games on the Steam store today, and a good selection. But yeah, we'll see how everything works out, and not spread any wings. Yeah, guys, today is June 25th, 2026 today, on a Thursday, so. And it is exactly the last Thursday of this month, guys. Dude, already. What's a sock? Now, as far as anything else, before I continue on with Steam, I mean, now if you want to talk about GTA 6 having the high price total for PS5, also Xbox Series, and also on, I doubt it's going to change the price any lower or higher. But I will say the game is a little bit higher than expecting, and pretty much a little more anticipating for a lot of people. They've been hyping, pre-ordering, and wanting to have a big opportunity for that game to play. But if people want to separate and make it option lock, for example, guys, Wolverine and GTA 6, the answer would be Grand Theft Auto 6 all of a sudden. So that's the only answer that people would play a lot out of by the time we reach November. But like I said earlier, guys, I'm not getting GTA 6 this year. If I get any game if I were to buy any game, guys, that's a little more of a fortunate site, or pretty much using some sort of secret to the public or anything, it would probably be
Greetings. Good
here's the thing,
choice.
guys. I mean, I
Would
repeat,
that be all catch your eye?
if I had to make some sort of increased percentage
Are you thinking?
of what game I would want, mostly, I mean, this is just my opinion. I would assume either Marvel's Wolverine or, I guess Marvel's Wolverine or 007 First Light. That would be James Bond First Light, so I thought 007 was really good. And it actually did so well.
Would that be all? Don't.
It actually did, so we'll see what happens. Now, speaking of Steam, guys, my name on Steam is Zach Dawson93. I've been on Steam for over 5 years, with much more set in stone, and also staying hooked on, and also staying glued. And I don't believe I feel like I'm 33. I feel like I feel like I'm still in my 20s somewhere. But you never know what the future is going to look like either. Well, guys, Ramsey right now, he
Can't
is...
wait.
He's 60 now. Oh, what? Oh, wow. This is comfortable. This really reads on how powerful a character is between stats and also... Not just stats, guys, but also
As you
everything
wish.
else being hooked for the time being.
Forward.
But it's good. Stats are good. But I repeat, I've been on Steam for over 5 years, and if you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose.
Come on.
Now, if you guys are into RPGs, like, I repeat, fellas, RPGs, so let's really maybe take one shot. You guys can get, actually, guys, if you're into RPGs, it's like everyone else that are staying active and also staying strong. You guys are into Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Elden Ring, It Takes Two. If you guys are playing any old classic RPGs, like for example, if you remember every old school RPG when you guys were growing up, when you guys were a kid, if you guys were growing when you were an adult at the time. You guys remember playing Phantasy Star. If you guys remember playing any old child games or any adult-sized games you remember playing when you were growing up, like Breath of Fire 3. Now, there hasn't been any negotiations, or there hasn't been anything, guys, for 3 generations, if we're actually getting anything for Breath of Fire 3 in the future. It's a PS1 classic. Here's the thing, if we are getting that to the PS5 on the store, you guys know I would be buying it in a heartbeat. But we don't know exactly when that's going to be as a PS1 classic on the store, though. And not exactly on the Steam store, but officially on, what do you call it, fellas? On the PS5, actually. So if anything comes around, I would maybe see them doing that. If Square Enix wants to put that together with Capcom.
Come then.
I mean, if they want to add enough to puzzle, we'll see. We'll see what a lot of us fans really think, and how we can really capitalize them. And also think about it, too. But I've been a hardcore RPG fan since I was growing up. And I don't get old by playing RPG since I'm 33 now, since yesterday, so I never do. But if you guys RPGs aren't enough, if you guys are in the sports games like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys are into any sale games that are on sale for Steam today, you guys can play any of them here today. If you guys don't want to be forced, if you guys don't want to be having truth or dare to play a game you haven't tested out yet, or even if you want to see what's in displays so far and to get through today,
What's next?
you guys can play any games you want on sale. For example, guys, RPGs and any sports games. So you guys can play any of those two with no extra cost. Don't forget to check out my good brother Beatles, guys. If you guys can jump into YouTube.com, you guys can go to YouTube.com for Beatles Eternally. If you guys want to find him, Guys, can check it out.
Sorry.
Check out his baseball projects.
I'm ready.
He's only got the goodest platform he can have. And what I mean is, he only uses a laptop. Or any type of laptop he uses. So, I do know Lalip Sahi, she actually uses any laptop she uses. Village King uses any laptop he wants to use as well. We cannot have anything else going.
Come
We're
on.
using that or a tablet together. As long as you guys got enough devices, you guys will say, sorry guys, you have to stay in exactly where you want to stay at. Use any type of device, wherever you're streaming, whatever game you're playing, whatever entertainment you're listening to. You don't want to have anything get pushed over. So yeah, guys, you guys can go to youtube.com/Beatles Eternally. Calls me Brother Zach. I call him Brother Beatles, and he's a nice dude. You guys can check him out. Now, if you guys want to know what my brother Beatles does on his YouTube channel, he plays baseball games. And what I mean is, if you guys want to know what baseball games he plays on, let's go to the channel he has. Check this out, fellas. Check this out. When my brother Beatles, or Beatles Eternally plays, guys, he enjoys playing active PC baseball. He also enjoys playing payoff pets, also out of the park baseball, any baseball games you guys can find. Beatles Eternally plays it for a lot of us here today. When he gets the time, if he's not busy at work, if he's not busy with anything. He's a loving, caring baseball guy. He's a good baseball YouTuber. Another word, actually guys, not another word exactly, but if you want to check out another channel, go to Utah Mike. Go to Sports Time Machine on YouTube, and guys can check out his projects for 1990 Bronx Zoo replay. So guys can check that out if you want. And not to mention, you guys can check out the 1978 Stratomatic baseball season that Utah Mike's also doing. Also so far today. If you guys want to check that out too. So you guys can check out both gentlemen. They actually do a good job. They really do. You talk about rolling your own dice. You talk about rolling whatever it is you play. Whatever, any sport that you actually play. Or even if you're watching some on TV, you guys can... if you're playing any sport, if you're playing any sport that you do watch, you watch how the professionals do it. You don't watch everybody else, doing the same thing, but you want to see how much fun you can really entirely have, and how much you're going to have, That's all there is. You guys can check anything out if you want. It's enough to provide. So guys can check out Utah Mike and my brother Beatles. Let's go to youtube.com. Let's go to youtube.com, Check out Beatles Eternally and Sports Time Machine. As far as what I've been doing, fellas, what I'm actually been doing
Of course.
is
I was born for this.
I told my brother Avin that yesterday was my 33rd birthday, and
Take the fight to
I told him to give me the 1976 season set for payoff pits on Steam, and you guys understood I'm gonna be 34 next year.
All right.
You know what they say, guys? And with the old, and with the new. That's all there
I
is.
won't disappoint.
You cannot have any precious
It's
thoughts
time.
going either way, or going either one. So, all I'm gonna say is, guys, the younger you look, the older you look. You still look the same,
My
but look a
turn.
little bit different. Whatever, we have to stick out for a change. It will not be hard to motivate it or handle. But it's all good, just to keep everything under control. That's all there is. Keep everything from the ground up, keep your eyes open. But yeah, what I've actually been doing is, my main priority, out of my 4 priorities, guys, with RPGs and baseball, is, continuing a lot after 46 games, guys, on my 1992 Pirates season. Which I'm not going to go to a free will on that, but it's a long story between wins and losses. what I've also been doing is I'm taking a break from doing my 1921 Yankees playoff pitch replay. So I read 12 of my notes from this notepad right here, and I've decided.
I will not
I
lose.
told my brother Avid guys to playoff pits on
I'm ready.
that's why guys the Zenwell chat the other day. Besides yesterday, I told him I was going to roll a coin. Once you have every single chains of coin, like for example, guys, nickel, penny, maybe like a quarter, if you will. We talked about a dime. You have the top one with heads, the bottom one, guys, tails. So I told him. He told me if due to my 33rd birthday from yesterday, fellas. He actually gave. I told him we can obtain a baseball season without any pay or anything seasonal. Okay, so I told him
I must
heads
concentrate.
1933, tails 1976. And guess what the outcome? And guess what the result was? 1976. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm actually doing my 1976 Chicago White Sox playoff pitch replay. So I'm doing 1976 since White Sox as a team wasn't all that great. Wasn't all that good. So I'm decided to play a worse win-loss record between the White Sox. And I'm actually hosting the first game with the Royals right now on playoff pits. So that's actually good, and that's something to think about. But the other one I'm actually continuing to do is my 1980 Athletics playoff pits replay. So I got my first and only win after 3 games overall, and just keep everything else occupied. And also,
Come on.
as long as nothing is lackluster, you just want to have a buttload of fun. Playoff pits is fun. Any baseball game we play, guys, and having the space that we use, it's a lot of fun. People love it, people like it, and it's very enjoyable to play. It really is. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up Steam for today. You guys can check out my brother Beatles Eternally. He calls me Brother Jack, call him Brother Beatles. So if you guys are pleased to check these two gentlemen out, let's go to youtube.com/Beatles Eternally and Utah Mike, aka fellas, aka Utah Mike. So guys can check out these two fine gentlemen.
At this rate.
They know how to play baseball the way I can play it too. But check out those two guys on YouTube. But that's gonna be the end of Steam also today, fellas. After number 33 on my birthday yesterday as well. And everything keeps everything in line. You always want to keep everything in line, not separate a lot. And Geomancer sort of kill that goblin too. Okay then. I'll have my black maids get ramped up and keep everything a little more up.
Got me to contend with.
But alright guys, my name on Steam is ZachDawson93. You guys can play any games you like playing, enjoy them. You guys can get in the pre-orders, and yes guys, in-store purchases. You guys remember, love, support, and respect is the key. They also been creative, guys. And yes, knowledge is power. We are now at 646 mods. After my 33rd birthday, for a majority of the time from yesterday. I mean, I just saw my 33rd birthday was good, all of a sudden. And it actually was, guys. It was good. I spent the rest of my 33rd birthday, guys, with girls, which is my physical fiancé and Beryl for 17, so everything else was good all together. And it was good, a little more enjoyable, maybe like a bit romantic at the end, but it was good. One call anything, not going back and forth, or trying to rebound. As you guys can see, there's another disable to the goblin. And he's already set in stone. Hold on, I'm just double checking something. Okay, never mind. Well, we're good, fellas. Yeah, we're on 646 mods.
Wake up.
And of course, guys, now it's
I'm in your
tower.
debt.
As far as anything else, you guys want to help out the channel? That'd be great. That would be awesome. And we can try to see what we got going on. See how much we can encourage the others to, help out our channels,
Thanks.
play our videos, play our. It's like if you
My
want to
turn.
be the host of a channel, that would also be a good experience to look at too. Now the KB team understands why I stand between the channel, and I know most of you guys, and my 4 priorities here today, understand where I'm at, so I can use a lot of that ASAP. But it's about taking our time. You don't want to fuss by going up and down specifically, but you actually want to see how much you can really put together. That's all you can do. You cannot have anything going by going back and forth, but you want to see how much you can put in together. You gotta put in the work, fellas. You gotta put your shoes on and do what you gotta do. That's all there is. 161 guys on the Goblin.
What to do?
Magnificent damage. That one's good. But no worries, fellas. It's about taking our time. And the only way we can get our YouTube channel's attention and get our numbers up is we watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys. So we have our social media. We're keeping it to for us today, guys. We're keeping our social media accounts like YouTube and Facebook. And of course, guys, our podcast services all around the globe today, like Twitter. Actually, guys, I can summon back Twitter now. I'm just soaking. But yeah, guys. Our social media, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. So let's get right to the point, guys, with IGN today. So today, guys, it is June 25th, 2026. Your king, guys, and your luckiest man
Let's get this over with.
will bring you some in-gaming news today. So, so you guys have already having understatement that GTA 6 is looking at a good price, but a bit more to pay a little more money on. Between the standard and, of course, guys, pre-ordering the entire game itself. So,
This bodes ill.
now one question that has not been answered, or carefully not been answered, is
Careful now.
does GTA 6 have GTA Online? I mean, it's enough to remain. It's enough to see if it really has it. I'm not saying if it does or does not. I mean, I would assume it does or it does not, but I don't want to say if it does, but that depends. I mean, it can't wait depends if it does, but if it does,
Steady does it.
that game's still going to win regardless towards the end of the year. So that depends. So that's enough to really encourage. That's enough to really relate to. So alright, guys, let's see. Let's see. Look at, guys. See what kind of in-gaming news we got today. So we're gonna start with GTA 6 first and foremost. You guys recall GTA 6 is on for pre-order right now.
Leave this to
So
me.
I repeat, I for one am not gonna pre-order this year. I mean, I have the last time. Well, fellas, I mean, as king and luckiest man, the last time I pre-ordered any type of game was Final Fantasy 16 over the years. And it was during that time. It's only been like 2 or 3 years. I mean, 2.5
I
mostly,
must concentrate.
but most likely in the order, nearly 3 years. I mean, almost that time. I haven't pre-ordered since anything since GameStop. Since they removed their stores. That's exactly the way it is. So you guys can pre-order GTA 6 at any time. If there's any details. So we're gonna begin with in-gaming news today, guys. Involving the tech experts. So apparently, guys, the tech experts believe it's unlikely if there's anything else less impressive than new GTA 6 screenshots. They've got present real-time results. Meaning, fellas, time will tell of how close real-time console visuals actually end up to these images. Well, let me tell you something, guys. GTA 6 is going to have a good possibility of winning. So that was a big possibility right there.
Come
And
on.
a lack of confidence, a lack of satisfaction for the game. Hold on, let me double check this red for a second. And both of them already getting some sort of contact between the two on soap opera fellas. I mean, good enough to look at it. And always
Here
good
I
to
go.
know. But yeah, I mean, if the game, I do see the game doing pretty good. By the time we
I
reach
must concentrate.
before the end of the year, fellas, GTA 6 as a whole.
You're
So, if
finished.
you guys can pre-order, that'd be excellent.
Seems I've improved.
The game will not be above average altogether. You guys can also check out. Actually, I'm gonna skip GTA 6 here, just for today. Besides any purposes, you guys can check out the official launch trailer for Dead or Alive 6 last round. 9 times out of 10, I haven't played another Dead or Alive game ever since 2 years ago, when you had a fighting game that was officially for free. That way, a lot of us don't have to pay
Looking for autumn. You're in safe hands
a
with me.
lot of funds, a
Will that
lot
be
of
all, by all
anything that
means?
surrounds it. As long as there's not less to focus through,
Are you
and
happy?
also pretty much enough to see
Are you happening?
how
Will that
much
part-
a game really has something stock, something a little bit more in that order. It just really depends on it. But it wants a good opportunity, and yes, guys, adult purposes. Whatever it drags out. Whatever works out, if you will. So guys can check that out. Guys can also check out the movie called The Get Out review. Now this movie does star Russell Crowe, as he wants to get out of town, which is why the movie is called The Get Out. Now, if you look at a movie that is, worth getting out, you
Understood.
talk about, I'm trying to think for a minute, you talk about,
I was born for this.
I'm trying to think if there's any other
I'm ready.
movie. I don't believe there's a movie that would be accountable, I think, of if
Excellent
there's
choice.
some sort of pleasure on it. If most of that is already written.
Sparkling
I will
fruits,
say, if there's
sparkling
any other movie that's worth
Very
getting
well.
out of town, you look at Catch Me If You Can
No turning
with
back.
Leonardo DiCaprio. You look at majority of movies, let's get out of town. So, if you look at Western movies, look at Western shows like Bonanza, Dallas,
My turn.
or you talk about I Dream of Jeannie. So, those are the only 3 shows I can maybe name off the bat, but not the others being chosen. You guys can also check out the Fortnite. And yes, they do, guys. Fortnite does have. It's going to have something for the battle bus soon, or pretty much shortly. And what does that mean, fellas? It's king and the luckiest man. Well, let me tell you something. You guys can check out something cool. Maybe something to advertise on some of them. You guys can check out the official Olivia Rodrigo. That's right, guys. Olivia Rodrigo collab trailer for Fortnite. If you guys have a driver's license for the battle bus. Well, here's the thing. I believe that's a good opportunity. I believe that's a good shot to really, jump ahead and look at. And yes, guys, research and see. So you guys can check out the official trailer for Olivia. That's right, guys. Olivia Rodrigo. So for Fortnite, and it's going to be a little bit new. Alright, guys, let's get right into top stories today. I became 33 on my birthday yesterday, and what was good. Not exactly feeling left out. Not exactly feeling, anything going either way. But a good number. Good double number, guys. Good double digit. That's to really follow. And also appreciate them.
No mercy.
So guys, as king and the luckiest man, let's get right to it. And have enough twists and turns. So, in top stories today, I did tell you guys a little bit about the Supergirl movie, which we all know I am officially tackling that this coming Saturday with my future fiance for 9. Wild Love Dragon Sarai, make a love shout out. How are you today? Welcome to join us. How's it going? Now, the thing about Supergirl is I only read a bit of that part of review yesterday, maybe closer to this past evening. Okay, so one thing I will say about the movie itself is, I wouldn't call Supergirl as bad. I wouldn't call it anything that's having some sort of having some sort of a human story, having some sort of living thing going on. So the thing about Supergirl is, I mean, I've heard enough people say the movie itself is fine, the movie itself is okay, you know, and that's exactly what I would put. Here's the thing, guys, that's the only part of that I would input on. The movie itself is not as good. The movie itself is not as great as it is. Even though the movie would have sold much more than that, that's all you can do. Superman was actually good enough from this past year. Superman was. That movie was good enough. Well, but here's the thing, guys. What it actually made $618 million during that year, during the box office run, it was good enough. That movie was good enough to seize the way. I see a lot of things going any other, you know? It really does. So, I have a P-File. Supergirl did officially suit a 6 out of 10 this week.
You can trust me.
I mean, you're not going to crumble up Suicide Squad
It's time.
and say that movie sort of had something they would have actually added, together with, as also, I mean, Will Smith is Deadshot, or
Very well.
having somebody be Harley Quinn. With Margaret Robbie actually sounded pretty well. Along with Jared Leto, not just him, guys, but also, actually not her, but Jared Leto as Joker. And also had, way before he started Morbius. So, coming out of Marvel, but officially DC to go with it. So, you never know. You guys can also check out the Star Fox remake review. Now, if you get it right, I did hear the new Star Fox remake is good. From what I've heard, the Nintendo Switch 2, all of a sudden, from what I've heard, this one is actually good. I mean, just to be open and honest, it actually is good. Based on this review as a whole. So the remake of Star Fox, ever since Nintendo recently released the original Star Fox, that game was actually good too. It actually was. It was way before they actually started some with the remakes. Started enough to really, see what they actually want to do by changing the company with Nintendo and how they actually want to upgrade their games a lot better, And that's supposedly what Nintendo did. They changed the landscape, they changed the outcome. You see, guys, Nintendo changed whatever they wanted to do. How much gameplay they actually are pretty much doing, and how much they actually added. So Star Fox did suit an 8 out of 10 this week. This is actually good. Pretty much good enough. Good way to stand tall, and showing a lot of things. Showing some good stuff added to that. So, I mean, it's good. It's good to really see the Star Fox remake do well, and they actually did. I would prefer to say actually did. That's all you can hope for. That's all you can really appreciate right there. I mean, that's enough of any game you may find, and how you guys can jump into the system. Have enough to, create magic, create anything you want to do. As long as there's no mercy, you guys know what kind of a game it really is. And at this point, a lot of us want to try anything. But yeah, not a lot of in-gaming news today. Even though we were a tad a bit early, it's not as bad as it is. It never is. Not from the ground up. Well, guys, right now, I would rather just come up here and, not get
Careful now.
self-killed, or pretty much self-destroyed. But yeah, but as far as anything else, nothing would really accumulate. Nothing would really, start capitalizing more. So, but here's the thing, if they actually got enough for GTA 6 as we speak, I only think that the game itself is worthy. The game itself is going to
I'll
be
take care
excellent.
of this.
That way a lot of us fans can see how much in depth, here's the thing guys, a depth look, and how much time they actually want to take out of it. From what I've heard, there's going to be a lot of things in GTA 6. A lot of us have seen between trailers, and as a matter of fact, seeing how much they really built into it, They actually want to see how much they actually did. And Theo Man said sorry for attacking you. I was going to have you move out of the way instead of being attacked. But that's okay. Ramsey could have a turn. But there's enough to really here's the guys, there's enough input on it.
You got me.
You cannot have any other way to do exactly what you want to do between a game. So, as long as you guys know if the game is good enough to benefit you. So, it just depends on it. But as far as what's going on this week, guys, since everything else is not, feeling, unlucky or anything, I repeat, fellas, it's 2 to 7 today, tomorrow, and then, try to think here. Then I'm open Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we'll be tackling Supergirl. So now as far as dinner by doing a double,
The journey is never ending.
well, I know if my future fiance for 9 is not picking, all bets are off. We could do something with that. We could do something that's more fun, a little more romantic here and there. Everything going back and forth back there. So we can do some more fun with that. And I don't see why not. Helping up to, we're most likely gonna have more thoughts about Supergirl and would have done better, and how the movie would have, done something in between, and to see how much they can actually jump in. Hold on, let me double check here. Fully stacked. Now, hold on. Yes, in line. There we go. Much better, fellas. But that's enough to really attach. So what we've been doing right now, guys, there's enough grinding today, so...
After all, in particular.
So I'm thinking next Thursday is... you guys can correct me if I'm right, or pretty much rather wrong. Next week is July 2nd, if I'm right. So if it comes down to it, we might tackle the next part of the story next week. So keep everything else in mind, keep everything else listed, and also in check. Now, as far as anything else, my 33rd birthday was good, altogether. Got a little bit spoiled in between. Enough to keep our eyes open. Excuse me, fellas. As long as I don't have to go on my way to 34 to next year. Lean towards next year. It's 2027 already. So, everything else was good yesterday. Everything was a good start. Everything else was good from top to bottom. So, it was good. Anyway, guys, based on the schedule, I'll repeat, fellas. See you today, along with the two good guys of management today. So the times are, I repeat, today 2 to 7, tomorrow, and then I'm off the entire weekend. And then on the new schedule, same as usual, same as normal. Monday 9 to 2. No Wild is coming Tuesday. and then
Waving.
back to back 2 to 7s, do it midweek, then I'm off the 3rd and the 4th. 4th, guys, is celebrating celebrating our 250-year anniversary of how the Declaration of Independence was signed by Thomas Jefferson. So that's good enough to really, have enough history, have enough to have a celebration. I thought fireworks could be in the books next week, but that depends on it. If there's enough to really carry and follow, and see what plans we want to have. So I know a lot of people want to group up with family and friends to watch fireworks at the end. But I've already read something, but I'm not going to. Here's the thing: I won't carefully explain it, but it's a long story. All right, guys. So as far as when I'm coming back streaming, I would assume possibly next Thursday. Unfortunately next Thursday, or even if I want to buy a PS1 Classic for anything on the schedule, I can maybe suit something for this weekend, if it's alright with you guys, but we'll see what happens. Keep our open eyes, guys. Keep everything else open. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Keep you guys notified and infoed. And also the KB team on Facebook, we can try to see what we want to do. And also the rest of you guys, out of my 646 mods here today, so we'll see what we can jump into, see how much fun we had yesterday, and then go from there. If you guys want to catch more FFT Ivalice Chronicles here on Thursday mornings every week, with your king and your luckiest man being spotted, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys can put them in the chat, type them in the chat, and of course, guys, in the live chat. That way, your king, which is moi, you guys can answer any questions you have, any deliverance you got, and then we'll see if we can answer them for you. Village King, where's Lalab Sahi? Lalab Sahi needs a doctor and a new laptop. That way it can come in the StreamYard and we can tell her, we can only tell her Assalamu Alaikum. And her being funny. If she wants to sing your name or sing a song from Michael Jackson. But there's enough to really question, there's enough to remember the lines, remember the wording, and remember the song. So if you and here's the thing, Village King, if you and Lalab Saeed can sing a duet of Michael Jackson, that would be good. That way I can be the judge and judge and judge. Especially with Go Batman, so it does enough to add up to it. We'll see. But yeah, I may focus on enough on baseball before I go to work today, and then maybe some extra tomorrow. But if I were to maybe stream this coming weekend, I'll let you guys know. I can also let Loves Karen, Donalene, and also the others from KB what's going on. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know. And me, guys, as king, and your good, luckiest man can answer. Or handsome luckiest man can answer. It's me. Yeah, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. And after 33 yesterday, yes, guys, knowledge is power. We're now at 646 mods, and we know how to get something good together, get everything else surrounding us, get everything else inside of us, and have enough to keep everybody entertained, keep everybody good, keep everybody awesome, and the best way to stay tuned, guys, and knowing how to stick around on a channel in a live stream is giving us a thumbs up, adding it to a playlist, playing your channel, and getting your numbers increasing, guys, on your YouTube channel as well. So that's all we can add, and we can always have everybody else help one channel into one. If you want to be a host, that would be awesome too. That would be sensational. That would be brilliant. But alright, guys, that's all we can balance. That's enough we can, handle, and enough to see what we can look at. And yeah, good enough to take a shot and good advantage. Also, guys, anytime we manage to find people, socialize, and group up together, all we need to do, guys, mostly, is see what we got to do, and keep mostly what we can do, and do it all in one channel. Not everybody else's channel, but if there's enough to squeeze, it's good. Cannot be perfect. It can be fine, but that's good enough. But all we need to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube between 3 and 1 account. And also, guys, don't forget to check out Brother Beatles. Just go to youtube.com/Beatles Eternally. Check out his baseball stream. Check out his baseball projects. If you do have any questions, if you guys want to play them, if you guys have a tablet or a PC, you can check out my Brother Beatles' live streams. His streams are good. He's also been having panel chats with, guys, for example, with Crass and also Bernard and whatnot. And another gentleman, guys, Utah Mike, check him out. Check out his 1978 season replay, Stratomatic Baseball, and also the 1990 Bronx Zoo replay of the New York Yankees. So yeah, you guys should check him out. Check out Utah Mike, guys. And the most important thing is to check out Beatles Eternally. Check both of them out. You guys will have a lot of fun. But alright, guys, that's all we can do. And yeah, everything else is good and sharp. I'm wrapping everything up. Mike TV, how are you, my good friend? Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for coming by today and trying to stick for a bit. We can't separate the man from the boys, fellas. Everything is good and everything covered. But if you guys want to help out the numbers, that would be perfect. That would be awesome. I'm going to try to have the KP team on outside the chat help me, and we can ponder up together and not pause everything. But I should be back maybe up and down this weekend. If not, we'll get back to the story next Thursday for some more Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles.
Today, Jack and I got a new channel, and sorry, Jack and I have no.
So you don't have any.
Well.
So your old channel is not exactly the same, Mike. So if you got a new channel, that's fine. We don't have to have conflicts, obtaining. We don't want to have any avoidance. We don't want to have anything going, going one channel to the next, but if we're comfortable with one channel, everybody's happy with one channel. That's all we can do. And, there's enough to add and also display everything. That's all we can do. But one channel is enough. If we ask for 4 whistles, 3 whistles is enough to whistle for. Whatever you actually want, or even if you want to set the Zini free. Oh, okay. That's what I was assuming, Mike. If you're happy with one channel, it's all good. I mean, we don't see multiple channels fly and also get the right feedback, get the right likes, get the right views, and everything together on the YouTube channel. As long as everybody sticks with one channel and have a first and last name, we're comfortable to see what it is. A lot of people can search it, give each other thumbs up, connect it, and also comment in theory. Whatever sounds good for them. Here's the thing, guys. Whatever sounds good for everybody. As long as everybody's good and also comfortable with the name. Everybody's comfortable with anything in hand. But alright, guys, that's all we can do. If we get our channels up, guys, that would be great. I can still try to have Lullups, Sondaline, Lullups, Karen, KB, and the others, and also Vanilla, do whatever they can. But the only way to get our WA's much more authentic we can get, and how strong we can be, and get our amplitudes up and our stats. All we need to do, guys, is the fortunate thing that keep everything else alive, keep everything else possible, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, guys. So we have our social media, our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter X accounts together, and to end it the good way, and also something much more delightful, and also much more tactical, is our podcast services all around the globe, guys, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Alright, guys, I'm just going to relax for a while today. So today, guys, 2 to 7 with 2 other management, and also, guys, Steve, and then tomorrow, then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. If anything comes out of Supergirl this coming weekend, guys, I'll let you guys know, as King and the Luckiest Man, how Supergirl was. I mean, I wouldn't call it great if I'm going to be watching it. And what's 2 for 9, we'll most likely see what we got, coming out of that movie. Well, we all know, well, Superman and Supergirl, fellas, I will end on this.
So Jack, and are you
If you look at both of those movies, here's the thing, I mean, if there's enough to lean towards Superman Man of Tomorrow for next year, I can see that movie doing well. I can see that doing good, and not to have anything with positivity. Yeah, you actually do like your own channel. I mean, you've been on YouTube for how many years now, Mike? I mean, I was sort of thinking 4 years. Maybe like a presidential, what do you call it, a United States presidential term. I mean, I've been on YouTube for almost 10. It's coming July on the 30th, before the end of next month of July. So, same with Twitter X and Facebook, between number 7 to 8 years in total. And that's much more to combine into one. So that really says it all right there, and pretty much add enough towards anything, but keep our eyes glued, keeping everything under control the way we can see them. Depending how many years they've been on YouTube, that's an achievement. You can't replace anything on it.
But now Jack and I am not mod person anymore, and you got already have some
I don't blame you, brother Mike. It's all good. But yeah, guys, maybe this weekend, Supergirl should just be alright by the time the 2 for 9 watch it. It's coming Saturday. We don't know the times. I mean, I would assume the afternoon, then possibly have dinner at the end. But there's a possibility. But don't forget to check out Utah Mike. Was his big sports time machine. Check out his 1990 Bronx replay, and also his 1978 New York Yankees, and also his baseball season on Stratomatic. Also, guys, my brother Beatles, check him out. Go to youtube.com/Beatles Eternally. Tell him Brother Jack has sent a bit of you guys with them. That's all we can add. But alright, guys, you guys have a good rest of your Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Oh, you actually did show a lot of that, brother Mike. I mean, there's enough to notify. I mean, I could try to get you back as a mod the next time I stream. I mean, maybe at the end of the weekend. If not, possibly next Thursday. That way we can tackle the next location. Not sure if we're tackling Zalmo by then. We may or may not, but well, I'll have enough to cover with you guys as King Guys and the Luckiest Man. Also, my other 4 top priorities to go with and also stick with whenever we can. But yeah, guys, you guys have a good rest of your Thursday. This is your King and your Luckiest Man signing off. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Also, guys, be good to one another. Be kind and love one another. That's all we can do, Mike. You cannot have everybody cause nonsense or negativity. I turned 33 yesterday, so everybody's good. Everybody's right. People can be, unfortunately wrong. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. How well they want to do on YouTube, how well they want to do on Facebook, how well they want to do on Twitter X. Everybody's got enough feedback and enough to help. That's all there is to it. Let's take it one social media at a time, one video at a time, and that's all there is to it. And that's enough to hook on. As long as people don't have to take naps, but not enough rest is what a lot of us need. But yeah, guys, have a good rest of your Thursday. Guys, have a good morning. Yeah, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good night. So if not this coming weekend already, or currently, this coming weekend with Supergirl, possibly next Thursday. But I know I will tackle that meeting that's coming Tuesday in the morning too. It's an OSDA meeting, with VO8s, and we won't be leaving from there, guys, to that conference till like 8:30 in the morning. So everything else is good. Everything's gonna be great, and have a little more fun, and also ask questions. You guys have a good rest of your Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I repeat, fellas, good morning, good afternoon, good night. And this is your king, your luckiest man signing off. And I will see you